The sky is a battlefield. It has been for over a century. Nations have always sought an edge in the air. This edge means control, it means security, it means power. For decades, the story of air dominance was written by a select few countries. They built the fastest, they built the stealthiest. They built the most lethal fighter jets. Everyone else had to buy from them. This created a clear hierarchy in the world of air power. A nation's strength was often measured by the generation of fighters it could afford to fly. Now that story is changing. A new chapter is being written, not in America or Russia, but in South Korea. A new predator is taking to the skies. This new predator is called the KF-21 Boramae. The name means young hawk in Korean. The jet is a symbol of a nation's soaring ambition. South Korea has long relied on American-made jets to defend its airspace. The KF-21 is different. It is a homegrown solution. It is a testament to South Korea's incredible technological and industrial growth. It represents a bold step into a very exclusive club, nations that can design and build their own advanced combat aircraft. So, what is the KF-21 Boramae? It has two engines, it has a sleek, angular design, it is designed to be fast and agile, but calling it just a fighter jet is missing the point. The KF-21 is what many are calling a 4.5 generation aircraft. It is not a full-fledged stealth fighter like the American F-35 or F-22. The Boramae is a bridge between older 4th generation jets and super advanced 5th generation stealth fighters. It has a much smaller radar signature than an F-16. However, it carries weapons on pylons under its wings, not in internal bays like an F-35. This is a practical compromise that allows larger and more varied payload. This 4.5 generation approach is incredibly strategic and more achievable than full stealth. It is far superior to any 4th generation jet with advanced sensors and networking capabilities. It is designed to be a smart fighter, one that can see the enemy long before it is seen. The KF-21 is designed to be a platform for the future. Initial Block 1 models focus on air-to-air combat, while future versions will add strike capabilities and enhance stealth. It is not a finished product, but an evolving system designed to grow and adapt. It is a long-term vision for air dominance. Let's look under the hood of the KF-21. What makes this jet so special? The Boramae is powered by two General Electric F414 engines, proven and reliable. Using a proven engine reduced risk and cost, allowing focus on other new technologies. These twin engines give impressive thrust and speed, reaching Mach 1.8. The KF-21 has a shape clearly inspired by the F-22 Raptor. Canted twin tails and carefully aligned edges reduce radar cross-section. A smaller RCS means it appears as a much smaller object, maybe like a bird. This survivability allows the pilot to get closer without being discovered. The materials used are state-of-the-art advanced composites and metal alloys. These materials are incredibly strong and lightweight. A lighter aircraft is more agile, it can turn faster, climb quicker, and fly farther. South Korean industry has mastered production of these advanced materials. The KF-21 carries a wide array of advanced munitions. For air-to-air combat, it's armed with European Meteor missiles, long-range and lethal. It can engage and destroy enemy aircraft from well beyond visual range. Speed, reduced signature, and superior weaponry. This combination makes the Boramae a truly formidable opponent in the sky. Every element works together to create a machine built for performance and endurance. A modern fighter is more than just a fast airframe with big engines, it is a flying supercomputer. The true power of the KF-21 lies in its advanced electronics, or avionics. The centerpiece is its active electronically scanned array, or ASA radar. Unlike older mechanical radars, ASA has thousands of tiny modules that can be steered electronically. It can scan, track, and engage multiple targets almost instantly. It is also much harder for the enemy to jam. The KF-21 also has an infrared search and track system, a passive sensor that scans for heat signatures. That's a huge advantage in a stealthy environment, a silent hunter. All sensor information is fused into a single, easy-to-understand picture, shown on a large panoramic cockpit display highlighting threats and friendlies. This lets the pilot decide faster in the heat of battle. The KF-21 is a node in a larger network, sharing data with other aircraft and ground stations. This creates a shared battlefield picture. Teams can coordinate, one scans while others stay silent. They share targeting data and coordinate attacks with deadly efficiency. Connectivity multiplies effectiveness, turning fighters into a seamless, intelligent team. the KF-21's brain is its greatest weapon. The journey of the KF-21 Boramae did not happen overnight. It is the result of a dream that goes back decades. South Korea has always lived under the shadow of hostile neighbors and complex regional relationships. Leaders knew true security meant not relying solely on others for defense. They needed the ability to develop and produce their own advanced weapons systems. This ambition began with tanks, ships, and missiles. The final frontier was a homegrown fighter jet. The first step was the T-50 Golden Eagle program with Lockheed Martin, a massive success. It taught them aerodynamics, flight controls, and systems integration. It proved South Korea had the industrial base and talent to build world-class aircraft. Success gave them confidence to dream bigger, the KF-X program, eventually becoming the KF-21. It was a monumental undertaking costing billions with immense technological challenges. Many experts worldwide were skeptical, doubting South Korea could pull it off. But the government and KAI were determined, seeing it as essential for the nation's future. After years of development, the first prototype was unveiled in April 2021. It was a moment of immense national pride, showcasing the sleek aircraft to the world. Then in July 2022, the Boramae took to the skies for its first flight. This was the moment of truth. The successful flight proved the design was sound. It showed the dream was becoming reality. The journey from idea to flying prototype demonstrated the incredible resolve and capability of the South Korean nation. South Korea did not embark on the KF-21 journey alone. The project was launched as a joint partnership with Indonesia. For South Korea, having a partner helped share the enormous financial burden and guaranteed an early export customer. For Indonesia, it was an opportunity to modernize its aging fleet at lower cost. More importantly, the deal included technology transfer with Indonesian engineers working alongside Korean counterparts. They would gain priceless knowledge to help Indonesia build its own defense industry. However, the partnership has not been smooth, with Indonesia struggling to make payments on time. Indonesia pledged 20% of development costs for 50 aircraft, but financial issues have been recurring. There were moments when it seemed the deal might fall apart. Negotiators worked hard to keep the partnership on track, repeatedly reaffirming commitment. Despite difficulties, the partnership remains a cornerstone of the program. It demonstrates a new model, not a superpower selling to smaller nations, but rising powers working together. This collaboration creates stronger diplomatic and strategic ties between countries. If successful, the KF-21 could attract many nations in Asia, Africa, and South America. These countries want to modernize without being dependent on major world powers. The Korean-Indonesian model could be the way forward for nations seeking technological independence and strategic autonomy. To truly understand the KF-21's importance, we need to compare it to other fighters. Let's start with the Cold War-era jets it's designed to replace, the F-4 Phantom and F-5 Tiger. Compared to these obsolete aircraft, the KF-21 is a quantum leap forward. It is faster, more agile, has smaller radar signature, and advanced sensors that see enemies from much farther away. Now let's compare it to current workhorses, the American F-16 and Russian Su-35. The KF-21 is designed to be superior to these jets. Its reduced radar signature and advanced sensor suite give it a critical edge. It can detect, track, and shoot first. This is the mantra of modern air combat. The most interesting comparison is with fifth-generation fighters like the F-35, which South Korea also operates. The KF-21 is not designed to replace the F-35 but work alongside it as the tip of the spear. The KF-21 is a different tool, the new backbone of the Air Force produced in larger numbers. This high-low mix strategy is smart, expensive high-end F-35S with numerous advanced but affordable KF-21S. The KF-21 can carry more weapons externally, making it a powerful missile truck supporting stealthy F-35S. This two-pronged approach gives commanders flexibility to use the right tool for the right mission. The Boramae fills a perfect niche for countries that cannot afford fleets of expensive fifth-generation fighters. Together, F-35S and KF-21S create a formidable and balanced Air Force. It is the perfect 4.5 generation solution, delivering massive capability improvements over fourth-generation jets while remaining more affordable and practical than full fifth-generation stealth fighters. The KF-21 Boramae is more than a machine of war. It is an instrument of national power. Its arrival is set to change the military balance in East Asia and beyond. For South Korea, it provides deterrent against North Korea and sends clear messages to larger neighbors. Having domestically produced advanced fighters reduces reliance on the United States, giving Seoul more foreign policy independence. The jet is also highly attractive for export to nations looking to upgrade their air forces. The KF-21 offers a third way, a capable aircraft from a reliable democratic partner without political baggage. Countries in Southeast Asia, Eastern Europe, South America, and Africa will look at the Boramae closely. Widespread exports could shift the global arms market. For decades, high-end fighters were dominated by the US, Russia, and few European nations. KF-21 success would break this mold. It would establish South Korea as a major player in global defense industry with economic benefits and increased international influence. Selling advanced fighters creates long-term strategic relationships involving training, maintenance, and future upgrades. This development will be watched with concern by potential adversaries, particularly China, with its rapidly modernizing air force. Hundreds of KF-21s in the region complicate military planning, especially when networked with American assets. This creates a more resilient and lethal defensive shield, raising the cost of potential aggression. The young hawk is not just a symbol of pride, it is a powerful piece on the grand chessboard of international geopolitics, changing the rules of the game. The KF-21 Boramae represents the future of air power and the leading edge of a new trend in military aviation. It proves a nation no longer has to be a superpower to design and build world-class fighters. Through strategic partnerships, focused investment, and national determination, middle powers can join the elite club. The Boramae exemplifies good-enough philosophy executed brilliantly, combining proven technologies with cutting-edge electronics. This 4.5 generation approach is the future for many air forces around the globe. The immense cost of fifth-generation fighters puts them out of reach for most countries. The KF-21 offers a logical alternative. It delivers massive capability improvements, reduced radar signature, advanced AESA radar, and network-centric warfare capabilities. It is a fighter built for the information age, where seeing first and shooting first is everything, a smart fighter for a smart world. For South Korea, the KF-21 is the culmination of a national journey. It is a declaration of technological independence and cornerstone of future defense strategy. The young hawk will guard the nation's skies alongside F-35s, creating formidable layered defense. The project has transformed the nation's industry, creating knowledge and expertise that will fuel innovation for generations. The Boramae is more than just a jet. It is a symbol of a nation's arrival on the world stage. As it moves into full production, its success will inspire other nations to pursue their own aerospace ambitions. It will reshape the global arms market and alter strategic calculations in hotspots worldwide. The sky is a battlefield, and the nature of that battlefield is changing. A new hawk has taken flight and is ready to hunt. The era of the KF-21 Boramae has officially begun. The skies will never be the same.